When two colossal titans rise from the depths and clash in the most unexpected arena imaginable, you get a spectacle that no one can look away from. King Kong vs Giant Gecko. A battle that shakes the water park is not just another monster showdown, it's a cinematic explosion of chaos, power, and raw survival instinct set in a place meant for laughter and summer fun. The towering slides, lazy rivers, and wave pools become a battleground as two primal forces collide in a fight that feels both ancient and shockingly modern. King Kong, inspired by the legendary cinematic icon from King Kong and reimagined in the MonsterVerse through Kong Skull Island, stands as the embodiment of brute strength and primal intelligence. This version of Kong is massive, towering over the tallest water slides, his chest beating like thunder echoing through the park. His presence alone sends shockwaves through the pools, turning calm blue water into churning chaos. Every step he takes cracks pavement, bends steel supports, and sends waves crashing over the edges of attractions designed for fun, not fury. But the giant gecko is no ordinary reptile. Imagine the agility of a lizard amplified to skyscraper size, with scales reflecting sunlight like armored plating. This creature feels like it crawled straight out of a lost world, combining the stealth of a jungle predator with the destructive capability of a natural disaster. Its long tail coils around the spiral towers of water slides, crushing plastic tubes as if they were twigs. Its sticky feet cling effortlessly to the vertical surfaces of attractions, giving it a terrifying mobility advantage in a battlefield filled with structures. The battle begins with an earth-shaking roar. Kong spots the giant gecko emerging from the wave pool, water cascading off its scales. Visitors flee in every direction as lifeguard towers topple and umbrellas scatter like leaves in a hurricane. The gecko strikes first, lunging forward with lightning speed. Its claws rake across Kong's shoulder, sparks flying as scale meets fur and muscle. Kong stumbles back, crashing into the main slide tower, bringing half of it down in a cascade of fiberglass and steel. What makes this fight unforgettable is the environment. Unlike Skull Island or a dense urban skyline, a water park is packed with unstable surfaces, slippery ground, and towering structures designed to twist and turn. Kong grabs a massive enclosed tube slide and swings it like a whip, smashing it against the gecko's side. The impact sends water exploding into the air like a tidal wave. The gecko retaliates by scaling the tallest attraction, using height to its advantage before launching itself onto Kong's back in a dramatic aerial attack. The wave pool becomes ground zero for the most intense exchange. Kong wades into the deep end, muscles straining, as artificial waves continue to crash due to damaged machinery. The giant gecko dives beneath the surface, using the murky water as cover. Suddenly, it bursts upward, jaws wide, clamping onto Kong's forearm. The sheer power of the bite forces Kong to roar in pain, a sound that echoes like rolling thunder. He responds with a devastating punch that sends the reptilian titan skidding across the pool, carving a trench through concrete. The choreography of the fight blends power and agility. Kong relies on overwhelming force, ground pounds that crack foundations, boulder-like fists slamming down with unstoppable might. The giant gecko counters with speed and precision, darting in and out, climbing structures, and striking from unexpected angles. It wraps its tail around Kong's leg, pulling him off balance and sending both titans crashing into the lazy river. Water surges outward, flooding nearby pathways and sweeping debris along. Like driftwood. As the battle escalates, fire erupts from damaged electrical systems. Sparks ignite decorative palm trees, adding smoke and flame to the already apocalyptic scene. Kong, drawing on his intelligence, uses the environment strategically. He grabs a broken support beam and uses it as a spear, attempting to pin the gecko against a collapsing slide tower. The gecko twists free at the last second, but not before sustaining a visible wound that proves Kong's strength is unmatched when he lands a clean hit. There's a primal intensity in the way these two monsters refuse to back down. Kong beats his chest defiantly, water cascading off his fur as he challenges his opponent. The giant gecko hisses, its throat vibrating with a guttural growl that shakes the remaining intact attractions. The tension builds as both creatures circle each other amid the ruins, steam rising from heated concrete meeting cool water. In a dramatic turning point, the gecko uses its climbing ability to gain the ultimate high ground, the tallest water slide platform left standing. From this vantage point, it leaps with terrifying force, slamming into Kong and driving him through the central food court area. Tables, chairs, and signage scatter in all directions. The impact leaves a crater where moments earlier families had been enjoying snacks and sunshine. But Kong is no stranger to overwhelming odds. Fans of the MonsterVerse know his resilience from epic clashes like the one depicted in Godzilla vs. Kong, where he stood toe-to-toe with another legendary titan. Drawing from that same unyielding spirit, he rises again. With a roar that seems to silence even the crackling fires, Kong charges forward. He dodges a claw swipe, grabs the gecko by the tail, and spins the massive reptile in a full arc before slamming it into the drained wave pool basin. The final moments are nothing short of explosive. The gecko attempts one last desperate strike, scrambling up Kong's arm in an attempt to reach his throat. But Kong anticipates the move. With a powerful grip, he seizes the creature mid-climb and delivers a thunderous finishing blow that echoes across the devastated park. The ground trembles as the giant gecko collapses, sending a final surge of water rippling outward. Silence slowly replaces the chaos. Smoke drifts into the sky. Water continues to pour from shattered slides like artificial waterfalls. Kong stands victorious amid the wreckage, chest heaving, fur matted with water and dust. He surveys the destruction, a king not of a jungle this time, but of a fallen kingdom of plastic and steel. What makes King Kong vs Giant Gecko, a battle that shakes the water park, such a gripping spectacle isn't just the scale of destruction. It's the contrast. A place designed for joy and relaxation becomes the stage for a clash of ancient instincts. Bright colors and cheerful music are replaced with roars and collapsing metal. The absurdity of the setting amplifies the intensity, making every punch and tail whip feel even more dramatic. For viewers, this battle taps into the timeless fascination with giant monsters. Since the earliest days of cinema, audiences have been captivated by larger-than-life creatures battling for dominance. From the original black and white epic of King Kong to modern CGI spectacles, the formula remains irresistible: power, scale, and survival. This showdown also highlights the evolution of Kong as a character. He is not just a mindless beast but a strategic fighter capable of adapting to his environment. Even in a slippery, unstable water park, he finds ways to turn chaos into opportunity. The giant gecko, meanwhile, represents nature's unpredictability, agile, relentless, and perfectly adapted to exploit structural terrain. The visual potential of this battle is enormous. Slow-motion shots of water exploding around clashing titans. Aerial views of spiraling slides collapsing like dominoes. Close-ups of claws gripping steel and fists slamming into scaled armor. Every frame would be packed with motion, debris, and raw emotion. In the end, King Kong vs Giant Gecko delivers exactly what fans crave: an unforgettable monster fight in a setting no one saw coming. It combines nostalgia for classic giant creature cinema with fresh, imaginative staging. The water park may never reopen, but it will forever be remembered as the unlikely arena where two titans shook the earth, churned the water, and proved that no place on earth is safe when legends collide. If you love epic monster battles, explosive action, and jaw-dropping destruction, this is the kind of showdown that defines blockbuster imagination. The king stands tall, the challenger falls, and the waves slowly settle, until the next titan rises.